Should I open anything up?
No, not today. All right,
Okay.
we're being live streamed. Good morning, everybody. We are into day 2 of the AI Skills Lab. So yesterday we covered our messaging and a couple of little prompts that are going to make it easier to do what we need to do. If you are watching in the Facebook group, please feel free to come on into the Zoom. If you are watching on replay, please let me know that you're watching on replay. Hey, Jen, feel free to come into the Zoom if you want. Definitely questions are great. I love questions and I'm very, very happy to answer any questions that you have. But we got lots of cool stuff to get into today. I was just saying to Sonia before we went live, I just found probably the most amazing tool for productivity that I wish I'd found a week ago when I started really pulling together the bones of the research for this. But here we are. So I'm going to show you what I know. So let's do it. And then, in fact, where are we? We're over here. I'm going to share with you. I've got links to all of these things. Okay. So I'm going to pop this in the comments over here, and I'm going to pop it in the chat as well. So Sonia, you can kind of have a little look at these whenever you want. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. So that's in there. You can have a look. You can have a play whenever you like. All right. So let's go. Number 1, Task Aid. So Task Aid is essentially a productivity tool. So some of you will have heard of ClickUp, some of you will have heard of Trello, some of you will have heard of Asana. So this is like ClickUp on absolute crack. So it's ClickUp plus AI technology, essentially. So it is absolutely bananas. So I've just done like a couple of random things just to start. So you can add, for instance, what are we going to do? Getting started. What are we going to do? I just did this and now I can't remember what I did. New. So go AI generator. Okay, so this is going to be amazing if you have project management to do, if you need to build out a CRM, if you have client onboarding that you need to streamline, you can do social media planning, you can do mind maps and sort of taking what you put in the mind map and put it into a structured plan using the power of AI. So this pulls on ChatGPT 4 at the moment, and it is unbelievable. So obviously you can do anything from a task list to meeting agendas to like integrating your calendar and figuring out your weekly workflow. So I would highly, highly recommend you guys have a play with it. What I will say is that, yes, it does take a minute to plan and to get used to, because I'm not there yet. All right, so what should we choose? I don't know. What should we choose? Recent. New project. Okay. Something new. New task. All right. So what do we need to do? New project. All right. We'll try that. What should we do? So it's already given me prompts on what I could do: conduct SEO analysis, set sales target, create case studies, cold email with valuable information, YouTube video. So there's all sorts of things that it will suggest. It also has a bunch of templates, which now I'm here, I can't figure out how to get to. AI prompt templates. What should we do? Sonia, you get to choose because you're on live. Do you want to create content? Do you want to do some project management? Some experience, sales, something?
Is this, well, we could do sales. Is there something to do with product? or social media?
Yeah, there's social media down here.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Instagram story showcasing unique features and benefits. So obviously with something like this, there's a whole bunch that you can feed into it as you go. And the more you build out the information about you and your business, the faster the whole process is. Of course, this is day one. I only, as you know, just downloaded it. So I'm still like, I haven't fed any like key data about me into it yet, because, you know, I could have left it, but it's too good to ignore. So this really wants us to do Instagram story with step-by-step guide. All right, let's do that. Okay. For an Instagram story idea that will provide step-by-step guide on how to use my, all right, check in membership. So all these prompts that we were looking at yesterday, essentially they already have them preloaded, I guess you could say, so that you can get the best out of it.
Because we use ChatGPT or whatever? Or
when we were using ChatGPT yesterday, we were sort of discovering the prompts for ourselves. These are preloaded. And it's kind of like it's using the power of ChatGPT, but within its own interface.
Yeah, but preloaded, as we didn't load them, it already just knew because we been there. Yeah.
So how to use my, all right, electric toothbrush and spade my my audience, mums of 4-year-olds make a purchase. All right, so obviously I'm just doing silly things with these examples, but what do we do? Something new. Please give me 3 possible examples. Yep. Oh. Ah. Well, I don't know what I'm doing then. But essentially, this has gone in to do a task list. That's not what I want. I just did this whole amazing thing. All right, well, I don't know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to show you is what I did before. So in the other space, oh, that's gone too. Alex. So I just asked it to come up with a high impact strategic marketing plan for the next 3 months, right? And it's given me like a to-do list. And then what you can do is give it like, you can give it deadlines. You can obviously decide its importance and move it about and all sorts of things. So I'd really encourage you guys to look into this. Due date, you can tell it, you can assign it. If you've got a team, you can give it to somebody else. You can attach files to it and on it goes. It's really, really amazing, but it's going to take a bit of unpacking. Obviously, I only found out about this about 7:30 this morning, and it's now 9:09. So I haven't had a chance really to dive all the way in. But the great thing about it, I think it's going to replace ClickUp for me. So you can use it as your CRM. You can use it for onboarding. You can use it for idea creation, social media planning, project planning in general. There's so much you can do with it. And there's a phone app, and there are like browser extensions as well. So you can do pretty much everything just for this one tool. This is one of these freemium ones where I'm using the free version just now, but I'd be very, very tempted to pay for the premium version down the track. So have a look. So that's on your AI tools task aid. Okay, that's number one. Jen, can you see the link to this AI tools page that I've just popped in the chat, or you came in after I posted that link? I wonder if I can. I wonder if that'll work. Came in after. See, I just tagged you in the comment. I wonder if you can now see it. Anyway, I'll just do it again. So you guys, I'd highly recommend you have a play with all of these tools. They do take a bit of learning, clearly I'm still tinkering with it, but I can see the potential of this. And what's also amazing is if you use this for client work, they get to come in on whatever their assigned space is that you give to them for free. So you're not paying for additional client spaces or additional members. You get to use your tool, but share the space with the client. So I realize that I've kind of gone a bit all over the place, so forgive me for that, but I really wanted you to see what was possible with this, with very little time for me to actually look at it. But please do give it a look. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, so
because even that short snapshot that you've just given, I feel like already 100%.
Yeah. I look, it will take some tinkering, let's say.
Everything.
And exactly. And to set it up the way that you want it, because that's one of these things. The same with this, same with ClickUp, same with Trello. You can set it up any which way you like. You set it up the way it suits you and your working style. And I think what's really cool about TaskAid is that it will be learning as it goes as well, learning your styles, learning what you like, learning what you want to create, and going with that. There's just so much to it. And I wish I could share it all with you, but I don't know it all yet. So look, here we go, templates. So automated workflows, mind maps. You could put in your weekly tasks, and then my guess is that it will kind of prioritize, and help with time management, all these kinds of things, to-do lists, project management board, SWOT analysis. So what are your company's strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, things like that. So as you go, meeting action items tracker. Have you done everything you said you were going to do in that last meeting? Create emails, all sorts of things, right? So I'd really highly recommend you have a little looky at the very least. All right. So moving on. All of us, this is Descript. Now, this is incredible. I could not be more impressed with Descript. I've actually paid for this since I started looking at it. So some of us will have things like podcasts. Sometimes we'll do live trainings. Sometimes we'll want to transcribe our trainings. And we have tools like Otter to do that job. And Otter is fine, but it's not very accurate at all. I have spent hours correcting Otter transcripts. Now, Descript, on the other hand, is absolutely unbelievable. So I have uploaded, you can do both audio and video. And the most incredible thing about it is that you can click at the click of a button, you can remove all your filler words like and just like that, it edits the entire lot. So I did this video yesterday, which is my Win Series interview with Mish, who's a member of this group. And I shaved off 2 minutes of useless filler words just by clicking the button, by clicking here and saying remove filler words. Obviously, that's not an option anymore because I've already done it. So you can edit from here. See how it's got this little like slicey thing? You can also edit. So in theory, I could take out a section of the conversation simply by removing the text. Right? Gone. So instead of spending hours and hours on something like Audacity, you can edit your videos or your audio ready to publish in a matter of seconds, simply by going over the transcript. It's absolutely incredible. What else do you need to know? So Descript. So obviously transcription is a big feature of it. You can edit the text. So what it gets you to do when you sign up for it is you have to record samples of your voice. So what you can do is edit what you've said and rewrite it. I wonder if we can do this live so you can see. I wonder, is that me talking?
No, Luke, just all back.
All right.
And so lovely, and I've even personally got to know some as well, which is.
I wonder. It doesn't want me to. Fabulous. I want to play from. I need to hit Alt. See, still learning these things as well. All right, so.
A few pitfalls in different areas, and was just going to lean into more watching you on social media and just really resonated with who you were. And
Good old Mish. It's a script only wants to talk to Mish. Let's see. Place. So you can either record or you can overdub, right? So you can record your new words or you can edit the text. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, that was a long way for a shortcut. What else is really cool is that it's got a built-in screen recorder. So we already have Loom. In fact, I should probably get rid of Loom, seeing as I also have just paid for this. So this will do everything that Loom will do. So you can do tutorial videos, things like that, and also have a transcript of it that you can then turn into notes for your customers or even just for yourself. This is how I do da 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 da. Maybe that helps you to start building out your SOPs. Very handy. Multi-track editing. So if there was, two people speaking at once or whatever, you're able to sort of separate it out and edit multi-track so that you can hear everybody. You can also add titles, transitions, animations, things like that. So it's like a video editor and an audio editor all in one, which is pretty flippin' amazing. What else can you do? Then it's as easy as just hitting publish and it'll export it as an MP3 file or an MP4 file or whatever you need. Okay, very, very cool. Second to this, or as well as this, so Descript has just, where'd you go? Has just purchased Squadcast, which I don't know. Oh, no, don't know where that's gone. I'll have to bring that back up quickly. Squadcast. So together, Squadcast and Descript are absolutely bananas. So Squadcast is where you do all your live recordings for audio and for video, right? And then you can edit and obviously send that back through the Descript system. So let me show you. So Squadcast is super, like their focus is on really, really high quality audio and video output. So it's specific technology that they've worked to bring together. So you can, just the same as you would record a Zoom, just as the same as you would record a Google Meet, this works that way, but just with a much higher quality output. So, and they work together. So you can take something, so you can schedule a session or you can start one fresh and then take what you record in this session, move it through Descript, and it's all sort of an all-in-one combination of things. What else do you need to know about it? Oh, yes. So what do my notes say here? So local recordings, lets each participant record their own audio and video locally. That's kind of a backup thing. So in case, you know, the recordings don't make it to the cloud, even though they should, they're all like everything's backed up on the cloud, and it actually uploads as you go. So it doesn't wait till the end of the session to upload what you're recording. I've had one podcast episode that went absolutely awry because I had a blackout halfway through and we lost the lot. But if I'd been using this, I would have had everything recorded up until a certain point, and then I could have continued on. So Squadcast in tandem with Descript is going to be an absolute game changer. So again, this is a free one. You can use it for free just to get the hang of it, and you get an hour a month of free transcription like this. So I'd highly, highly recommend it for stuff that is already recorded. Yep. Okay, what else do we need to know? That's everything for that. Any questions so far? Check on here too. No, we're good there. Right, my next one, it's called Voila. That's a nice little flourish, isn't it? So this one is an all-in-one AI assistant. So Voila was pretty interesting to me. I really enjoyed I've used this a lot actually since I started. You can see it's a Chrome extension as well, or it's a browser. You can have it as a browser extension. And all you need to do, I've actually used it for my meta descriptions for my blogs. So what I've done, in fact, I could probably show you. Why don't I show you what I did? We'll go here and we'll go to in fact, yeah, I can just show you what I've been working on. So this is a client's blog, and for every blog you need to have a meta description that comes up in the search results. Yeah. So I'll take this, like if this is the introductory paragraph, it's going to sort of have the basic bones of what's to follow in the text, in the rest of the blog. Yep. So we want to make this shorter. I pressed the wrong button. Make shorter. So you've highlighted it, and then you don't have to go anywhere else. This works on any page. You can say, what do you want to do with it? You want to shorten it. That's still too big for a meta description. So I shorten it again. Still too long for a meta description. So I'll shorten it again and just go. Probably one more. And then you can just edit it with any kind of minor tweaks that you need to make it sound human and include your keyword phrase. So for instance, that's a really easy thing to do that stops you having to think of a meta description, which is one of the things I find most difficult. Okay, you can change the tone of it to urgent. It's absolutely crucial. The exterior is crucial. You could change the tone again and make it friendly. Hey there. That's what the AI version of friendly looks like too, by the way, which is quite funny. So that's one of the features. So it can help your writing. Either you can expand it, you can make something longer, or you can make something shorter. You can fix that. You can sort of do a bit of a grammar and spell check as well. You can simplify it. So that's just one area. You can also integrate it. I have it integrated with my Gmail. Again, this one will learn your mannerisms, learn your phrasing as you go, which is pretty cool. And then obviously once you're done, you just copy it and you're done. Copy. All right. So that's that. It also can help you compose an email or reply to an email and say, draft an email. I would like to make an appointment with Jen and Sonia for 10 a.m. AEST next Thursday. Could you please invite them? I hope this email finds you well. There you go. So obviously that tone is quite, I would still say that's quite stiff, and it is still learning me, right? Casual. Hey, Jen and Sonia. Hope you're doing well. That's closer. Yeah. So then you don't even have to write your own emails anymore. I mean, not all of them anyway. Stuff like this, you can have it done for you. And as I say, the more you use it, the more it'll learn about your way of doing things too. So pretty cool. What else? I think that's kind of it for that. All right, which leaves me with one more tool to give you before we wrap up. Now, this one was an interesting one. This is called Marky. So this is about, so I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time creating things like my graphics for my social media, as well as the captions themselves, of course. So I mean, obviously, all of this AI stuff is only as good as the information you put into it, which is why we spent so much time yesterday going over your messaging stuff and the prompts that you would use and the information that you feed in. And that will be vital with something like Marky, because this is basically like Tinder for your social media. Let me show you. So obviously you need to feed in your base messaging, which I didn't do a good job of because I was just fiddling around. I probably won't buy this for myself, to be honest, but my priorities are different than your priorities. You might find that AI generated social media, including, you know, from an aesthetic point of view, might be your thing, right? Maybe social media is a thing you just hate doing most, so you just want it to be as straightforward as possible. So you feed in your information, and then you tell it, you know, what kind of fonts do you use? What's your logo? What kind of themes do you like? Obviously I picked joyful because I can't help myself. There's coffee, there's all sorts. Or you can request, you know, if there's something not there, you can ask for it. Okay. And this also not only produces the words, it also looks like it schedules your work for you. It also uses the AI to figure out when is the best time to post for you, like for your audience, which is pretty flippin' amazing. So let's have a look. Topic ideas. Yeah. So it's clearly based on the very basic stuff that I fed in. It's decided some topics for us to cover. Obviously, there's a lot more to go through than that, and you can edit it and add more business details. You can add in more whenever you need. Okay, but let's just pretend like I didn't like this one, so I reject it. Did you know your entrepreneurial journey can be easy? Ready to level up your entrepreneurial journey? Maybe. And you could say, no. Did you know traditional copywriting classes can hinder your creativity? Oh, that's interesting. All right. And then if you want, you can edit it. So upload your image, do whatever to it. Let's just go with that because why not? I don't know. You can change anything about any of this, right? Unleash your creativity and break free from traditional copywriting classes. Join the Copy Check-in membership on-demand learning that revolutionizes. And obviously for us, we're going to, with any of this stuff, we're going to need to be very, very careful about locality. So it's all American spelling for now. So we need to be just watchful for Z's instead of E's and such. Don't let it. Join the check-in now, maybe. because it's got to fit. So obviously you need to feed the information in to start with, right? And that's not perfect, but let's just say save and close, and then you schedule it right there. That and that. I mean, I'm just messing around here, but then, so you can have them sitting there. Obviously, I haven't connected it to my socials because my plan is not to use this. And I already just have a schedule that I have for the year anyway. But you can just, once you're happy with them, you can schedule immediately and it will do it all for you. So it just takes care of it all for you. So if you're really struggling with social media, this is a really, really straightforward way to do it without having to go into Canva and save the image and think of a caption and blah, 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 blah. This is pretty cool. So that's what I have as far as productivity tools go. Is there anything you'd like to see more of? Anything you'd like to have a play with? Or there's another one that I didn't include on this, but I think it's pretty cool as well. I can't demonstrate it to you because I already used up my credits for the day. Because I was playing, as I tend to do. But let me tell you about ChatTube. So like YouTube, but replace the word you with chat, C-H-A-T, tube. Yeah. What it does, it's pretty incredible. So instead of having to watch hours and hours of something, in theory, it could does summarize. I wonder if I can show you what I've already done today. History. I wonder if the chat will come back. It'll summarize the, I wonder. It'll summarize the video for you and give you lots of notes about, yeah. So look at that. You can tell it what to do. This is a brief summary of it. And then I asked it a question. What are the benefits of using Squadcast for podcast recording? You know, blah, 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 blah. So then I have notes to refer back to when I'm talking about it. Very cool. Very easy to use as well. So this is another one that is, you see up here, it's like an extension, your browser extension, especially for Chrome. In particular, seeing that Chrome and YouTube are both Google things. So really, really worth playing around and having a bit of a hunt around stuff that suits you guys, that works for you. Right. So that's kind of my bits and bobs. Any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, inspiration on how maybe you might use any of this stuff?
Yeah, that's awesome. Literally yesterday, I was looking at Ad Creative AI, which is like your the Marquee.
Yes.
So that was like, I don't know, yeah. And it was quite interesting because it also did like analytics, like it said it was, 100 out of 100 for conversion or 97 out of, it was, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, so that's another way of going forward as well. And it's really like, and I'll send you back to the messaging stuff that we looked at yesterday. It all comes down to what you put in as to what you get back out of it. So if you're getting rubbish out, maybe you need to go back and look at the prompts that you're putting in, the information, the quality of it. I got something out of one of these the other day. It was from my own kind of planning more than anything. But I kind of pushed back. I said, I think we can go deeper here. That's what it was. It was about sort of building out a messaging framework, which isn't what we used yesterday. It was for a different thing. And it asked some fairly top level questions. And so I said, look, I think we can go deeper. Can you go further than this? And it gave me like all of these really high quality questions. So it's really, a lot of these prompts are about pushing back as much as it is about taking your first answer that comes through as well. So that's about it. Any other thoughts? Anything else you might want to try? Any other recommendations that we can all benefit from? Sound like a good one from you, Sonia, there.
Oh, it's just more that we were, yeah, I think after listening to yesterday's AI, I was in like trying to check something else out, and then you just but I feel like this has just saved me a ton of time.
It really, really will.
And I'm going to focus on these because they're just about everything that I need.
Yeah,
or want.
So go have a look. I just sort of bundled them up into this page so you could go look at them easily. That link should be with you now.
Yeah.
What I would recommend, like you're going to need, you should, in theory, have like procedures at least in your head of like, how are you going to onboard people? How are you going to bring people through? I think this task aid, I think that's going to be an amazing tool, like especially if your clients have a space of their own within your space too. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Task management, just how do you run your week, ops rhythms, that kind of stuff. So there's a whole lot of goodness in here for your productivity, so that it works for you and it works for your clients. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be dealing with customer experience, because we all want to improve customer experience. I want to improve your customer experience. This is partly why I'm going through these things for you. I'm researching it so you don't have to. Yeah. And there's plenty out there. These are the best that I have found. And there were plenty that were similar or a bit crap. So I've tried to really stop and choose the very, very best ones that should suit the majority of you guys. Tomorrow, yes, customer experience, and I'm going to tell everybody all about all of the big changes that are coming up for the check-in in general. So 2.0 is on its way, but not until February next year. So I'm going to tell you all about that tomorrow. All right, so that's it from me, unless there's anything else anybody wants to add. Oh, group working session today at 12 o'clock. Feel free to come along and do something amazing with your hour. So that's just a productivity thing. We'll do a Pomodoro session or two, knock some stuff out and get ready for more momentum. All right. Another day done. All right. Have an amazing Thursday. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.